Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Najdah binti Fairuz and my ID student is 2020497274.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Siti Hawa binti Mak Yusof. My matrix number is 2020458738.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Alia Hadfina binti Masra. My matrix number is 2020604544.
Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Fadrina Adila binti Zainal and my ID student is 2020607064.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Wana Mizan Yanda Ali binti Wana Mimuddin and my student ID is 20281596.
So, let me go to the first subtopic, that is introduction. So, the subject property that needs to find the market value is commercial building. So, to find the market value, we are given two methods to the market value of the result. Address lot 30, 32,300, Pasir Bogak Pangku Perak. So, this is property view on western frontage onto the Pasir Bogak beach. So, giving it a sea frontage with about 200 feet and a return southeastern frontage of about 218 feet onto Jalan Pasir Bogak. So, cost approach can define as a real estate valuation method that estimates the price a buyer should pay for a piece of property is equal the cost to build an equivalent building. So, in the cost approach, the property's value is equal to the cost of land, so plus total cost of construction, and then we left with depreciation. So, to find the land value using this method, we need to determine using the comparison method by securing the evidence of transaction of similar use properties. So then depreciation can define as deterioration, obsolescence, loss in value as compared with cost new. So the depreciation can divide by three types. Is physical depreciation, functional depreciation, and economic depreciation. Also, there are four methods of estimating depreciation. So, firstly, straight line method. Secondly, engineering breakdown method. Thirdly, cost to cure method. And lastly, market analysis method or abstraction method. So, straight line method used to determine based on the age of the building. So, engineering breakdown method are divided into three categories, that is physical depreciation, functional depreciation, and economic depreciation. So, cost to cure method are estimate the cost to repair the building component, for example, roof to new condition. So, market analysis method are used to find depreciation of capital value. So, last we go to profit method. Profit method are used to determine the value of the property. The profit method looks at the earnings, profits, and expenses of the commercial property. So, the gross profit often confused with a gross earnings, that is the financial figure after all purchase costs are deducted from the gross earnings. So, this method is used to determine the rental value of property, because rental value is an indication of capital value. So, the profit obtained from the business activities represent the rent, then the investor is willing to pay the property.
Now, I would like to explain about the comparable method. In order to find land value of subject property, we need to use comparable method. Let's take a look at comparable 1 lot 3. If we divided the transaction price with the size per square feet, we will get RM 50 ringgit per square feet. For the adjustment, if we look at the size, lot 3 is more better than the subject property. For the time, subject property is more better because it's the latest one in 2021. both are freehold land. We need to plus minus the percentage to get the adjusted land value. For the adjusted land value, comparable 1 lot 3 is RM 47.50 cents per square feet. Now move to comparable 2 lot 10423. If we divided the transaction price with the size per square feet, we will get RM 66.50 cents per square feet. For the adjustment, lot 10423 is more better than the subject property. For the time both are in 2021, means both transaction dates are on the latest year. Lastly, both are freehold land. Then plus minus the percentage to get the adjusted land value. So the adjusted land value for comparable 2 lot 10423 is RM 59.85 cents per square feet. The last one is comparable 3 lot 856. If we divided the transaction price with the size per square feet, we will get RM 52.67 cents per square feet. For the adjustment, lot 856 is more better than the subject property. For the time, subject property is more better because it's on the latest year, 2021. However, both are freehold land. Then plus minus the percentage to get the adjusted land value. The adjusted land value for comparable 3 lot 856 is RM 50.4 cents per square feet. We conclude that the comparable 2 lot 10423 is the best comparable among the others, as it only the least adjusted land value and the most similar to the subject property. So, to get the land value of the subject property, we need to times the land area with the adjusted land value. So, 50,910 times RM 59.85 cents. We will get RM 3,046,963.50 cents for the land value. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, so there are 4 buildings that we have to determine the market value, which are double-story main hotel, 1-story function building or conference hall, 1-story cafe or restaurant building, and 1-story holiday hut. And I will explain the 2 of the 4 buildings, which are double-story main hotel and 1-story function buildings or conference hall. The other 2 buildings my friends will explain later. Okay, so to get the market value by using cost method is market value equal to land value plus building value, which is building value is cost construction new less with depreciation. Besides, we also have to determine physical age and economic age, which is the physical age is 11 years. Whereas I get the 11 years, it is because 2021 less with 2010, because the date of valuation is 2021 and 2010 is the building was built. So the economic age for the buildings is 45 because it is an industrial, so we can get from 40 until 45. So I choose 45 years for economic age. So for the double-story main hotel, physical age is 11 years and economic age is 45 years. And cost construction new, I got MFA, which is main floor area, is 4,088 plus with 3,420 equal to 7,508. Multiply with 327 and 70 cents ringgit. And for AFA, which are ancillary floor area, is 480 plus with 2,364 plus with 664 and equal to 3,538. Multiply with 160 and 63 and 85 cents ringgit. So main floor area I got 460,321 ringgit 60 cents. And ancillary floor area, I got 579,701 ringgit and 30 cents. And gross floor area, which is the total of MFA and AFA, I got 3,040,072 ringgit 90 cents. To get the depreciation, which is we have to divide the physical age and economic age, which is 11 divided by 45 years and multiply with 100 to get the percentage of depreciation. So I get the 24.44 divided by 100 and multiply with 3,040,072 ringgit and 90 cents, and I get 742,993 ringgit 82 cents. So the building value is cost construction new less with depreciation, so 3,040,072 ringgit 90 cents less with 742,993 ringgit 82 cents, and I get 2,297,079 ringgit 8 cents. And market value is land value plus with building value, which is 3,046,963 ringgit 50 cents plus with 2,297,079 ringgit 8 cents. So the equal is 5,344,042 ringgit and 58 cents. Okay, so the next building is single story functions conference hall building. So the physical age is 11 years and economic age is 45 years, and cost construction new MFA I got 1,248 square feet multiply with 309 ringgit 64 cents, and AFA is 156 square feet multiply with 154 ringgit and 82 cents. So MFA I got 386,430 ringgit 72 cents. AFA I got 24,151 ringgit 92 cents. And gross floor area, the total of the two cost construction new is 410,582 ringgit 64 cents. So the depreciation is 11 divided by 45 multiply with 100, and I got 24.44 divided by 100 multiply with 400, 10,582 ringgit 64 cents, and I got 100,346 ringgit 40 cents. And the building value is 410,582 ringgit 64 cents less with 100,346 ringgit 40 cents, and I got 310,236 ringgit 24 cents. And market value, which is 3,046,963 ringgit and 50 cents plus with 310,236 ringgit 24 cents, and I got 3,357,199 ringgit and 24 cents.
I'm Wanamizanilda and I will continue for the next building. Okay, firstly, building value need to deduct with depreciation. So to get the building value, either use replacement cost or reproduction cost new, but currently we use the replacement cost. To determine the cost, we can refer to QS, or we can also analyze using comparative method or use unit in place method. So normally we use the straight line method, which is the formula is physical age divided by economic age. So in this building, which is cafe or restaurant, the physical age is 2021, which is now, and minus with 2010. So we get the 11 years. Economic age is 45 years because it is permanent building. We've continued with cost construction new, MFA 1,632 square feet times with 380 ringgit 90 cent. So we get this price from the JUBM and accredited cost construction handbook, and we choose the price range from 2,947 to 4,106 per meter ringgit. Since the price is in per meter, so we have to convert it first to square feet, and then we get this value. And for AFA is half of cost of MFA, and then after we get 190 ringgit, so total out MFA and AFA to get the GFA. And for depreciation, the formula is physical age divided by the economic age and times 100. From this, 11 years divide by 45 and times 100, and we get 24.44 over 100, and then times with the GFA value 6 millions, and the final depreciation is 160,583 ringgit. And for the lastly, building value GFA minus with depreciation and get the final building value. Next, for the first story holiday hut, the calculation is just the same with what I explained earlier. So the final value is 186,744 and 42 cents. The final step is the total building value, which we get it from all of the building, which is main hotel plus conference hall plus cafe and restaurant and plus holiday hut. So we get 3 million ringgit. To get the capital value, we have to total out with land value and building value, and the final answer is we get the 6 million ringgit. So that's all for my part. Thank you.
So my part is to present the valuation using profit method to value the market value of Pangkor Sandy Beach Resort at Manjung Perak. There are two categories, which is weekdays for 261 days, weekends for 104 days per year. So after we total up for each 3 years, which is 2018, 2019 and 2020, the total is 1,205,820 ringgit. For the weekends, we get the total of 751,520 ringgit. So to get the total room sales by a year, we need to times with occupancy status by each 3 years, which is 2018, 2019 and 2020. Okay, after times with occupancy status for each year, we need to total up the total of weekdays and also weekends, and then divide with 3 to get the average room sales. After times with occupancy status by for each year, we need to total room tariff for weekdays and also weekends to get the total room sales by a year. And then after that, divide with 3 to get the average room sales. And for the average room sales, we get 1,276,546 ringgit. So for other income, we have conference hall and occupancy status, which is the total for weekdays and weekends times with occupancy status for each 3 years, which is 2018, 19, and 20. And then for occupancy status, we need to total up the occupancy status for each year, especially for the weekdays and for weekends. So after the total up of each occupancy status, we get the total conference hall sales is RM 163,782. And then for the other income, we have restaurant sales. For the data has been given, we have total sales per annum, which is we need to plus with each year in 2018, 19, and 20. From the total of each 3 years, we need to divide with 3 to get the average for restaurant sales. And here we get RM 180,888 ringgit. And then the total of gross income minus with purchasing costs, which is there are two types of purchasing costs: purchasing cost of hotel, purchasing cost of restaurant. So by total up both of two purchasing costs, we get RM 181,911 ringgit. So the gross profit. So to get the gross profit per annum, we need to minus gross income with purchasing costs and get the total of that is RM 1,439,205 ringgit. So apart from that, gross profit per annum less with working expenses. Working expenses, there are two types of working expenses, which is promotional or marketing expenses, administrative overhead or expenses. So after total up these two types of working expenses, we get the total for RM 531,555 ringgit and 40 cents. And then to get the net profit, the gross profit per annum minus with total working expenses, and we get RM 907,649 ringgit and 60 cents. And to get the gross rent per annum, we need to minus net profit with share entrepreneur and also cost of finance for capital outlay. For share entrepreneur, we have 40% from net profit, and also for capital outlay, we have we need to add up with for 3 years, which is 2019, 2018, 19, and also 2020. So the total for gross rent per annum is RM 502,256 ringgit and 76 cents. And then gross rent per annum less with outgoings, which is there are 4 items, which is quit rent, assessment, building maintenance, and also fire insurance premium. So after we total up for each year, for each 3 years, and then divide with 3, so we get the total for property outgoings, which is RM 55,500. So and then we get net rent per annum, which is from gross rent per annum less with outgoings, and the total is 456,756 ringgit and 76 cents. And lastly, to get the capital value, we need to determine the year purchase of which is we get 9% for rate of return, and the net rental per annum times with year purchase, which is 11.11, and then we get the value is RM 4,963,467 ringgit and 60 cents. So that is the total capital value for this result. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, so for the conclusion from this case study report, we achieved the goal to analyze data for valuation purpose by using cost approach and profit methods of valuation. So from this study, we come to know how valuation of property is done practically. In this case, we use cost method to estimate the total cost of a property equal to the cost of building an equivalent property. Essentially, this approach estimate a market value based on the cost of completely replacing the property with an equivalent construction on the same plot of land. Therefore, the market value is 6,337,492 ringgit and 40 cents for lot 30 held under title number HSD 6550, Town of Pasir Bogak, District of Manjung Perak. For the next method, we use profit method to estimate the gross and net profit of property, and the market value that we got by using profit method is 4,963,467 ringgit and 60 cents. So both methods are considered to be appropriate for the valuation of a database, and therefore we believe an average of the two amounts would give us a suitable valuation. During the period of making this case study report, our teamwork bonding also keep getting stronger day by day. So I would like to say I would like to thank you to all of the group member for giving their best cooperation until we finish this report.